So recently, I've had quite a few subscribers ask me what some of the best and cheapest office-safe fragrances are. I've got a couple subscribers that have told me they just nailed their interviews, they've gotten the job, and now they're curious what fragrances they should wear. So I went through my arsenal. I found 5 fragrances that are stupid cheap, that smell great, and that will help you be the best smelling man in the office. So stay tuned to find out what those are. Cue that intro. What's going on, my beautiful fragrance family? I hope each and every one of you are doing frickin' fantastic today, and welcome back to My2Scents. My name is Brian, and this is the channel all about helping boost your confidence through the art of fragrance and helping you become a lasting scent memory. All right, before we get into this list, I'm curious, what are some of your cheapies that you love to rock to the office? What are some of your recommendations for those who just nailed their interview? They're starting their new job, and they need to be the best smelling man in the office. Let me know. Leave me a comment down below. So I went through my arsenal. I was looking around. I was like, okay, cheap office safe fragrances. So I know there might be quite a few of you that probably don't work in an office anymore. You might have used to work in an office, but now you probably work at home. Thanks, COVID. But regardless, these are great fragrances that could be signature scents. They could just be dumb reaches, easy grab and go fragrances. But if you work in an office setting, these would be perfect because they work really well in a climate controlled situation. So let's find out what those fragrances are in today's Whiffs and Sniffs. So first up on my list comes from English Laundry, and it's Signature. Now Signature, you can find this at rack stores all the stinking time. Now you're not gonna get the full presentation. Well, usually you're not gonna get the full presentation. You're just gonna get the bottle. You're lucky if you're gonna get the cap. You can find them anywhere between $6 to, $16, sometimes $20. But still, great fragrances, dumb reach fragrances, stupid freaking cheap. I suggest checking rack stores before discounters, but Signature is a great signature scent. Obviously, it's called Signature. It's meant as a signature scent, or it's English Laundry's signature scent. It starts out with some nice citrus. You're also gonna get some lavender. You're gonna get some nice spices coming from coriander and nutmeg. There's a really nice cedar in this nice resinous underlying sweetness mixed in with those woods and musks. Not the longest lasting fragrance, but this is something that you can keep at your office. You can keep it in your desk, spray it on, reapply it as you wish. It smells really good. It is a very good smelling fragrance. Not the highest quality, it is quite synthetic, but it's blended very well. Nobody around you is gonna be like, oh my God, you smell like a synthetic mess. Nobody's gonna care. If anything, it'll help you be the best smelling man in the office. So definitely check out Signature from English Laundry. So this next fragrance, I made a boo-boo in one of my most recent videos. I think it was my 5 beasts from the Middle East, and it's Rassi Haze. Now Haze, I thought was a clone of Invictus Aqua, but come to find out, this was actually created a year before Invictus Aqua 2016. This is 2015. I should have done my research, my apologies. But this actually was the original. If anything, Invictus Aqua cloned Haze. This starts out with apple and bergamot. You also get some plum in there, but it also has some cinnamon, adding a nice spiciness to it. Of course, you're gonna get some watery notes or aquatic notes to add a nice aquatic quality to it. Ambergris is rounding things out, adding a little underlying sweetness to it, adding a nice salinity to those aquatic notes, and then you're gonna also have some driftwood and some musks. And they're gonna be intertwined and intermingled with a nice driftwood and the ambergris to give this a nice lasting power. This is a beast. I got this bottle of Fragrancebuy.ca for like $40, $45, somewhere in between there. But Haze is fantastic. This would be great for the office. But I will say, if a lot of the guys in your office wear Invictus or Invictus Aqua, you might smell similar to them. But if anything, I think you'll smell better than them because Invictus Aqua 2016 is hard to come by. And this, in my opinion, smells better and is less bubblegummy than both Invictus and Invictus Aqua. That's just my opinion. But if you're looking for a great signature scent, or if you're looking for a great office-safe fragrance, and you want to be the best smelling man in the office, definitely check out Rassi Haze. Next up comes from Givenchy, and it's Gentleman. And this is the 2017 reformulation of the original Givenchy Gentleman. Now, Givenchy Gentleman, oh man, I love this fragrance. It does not get talked about enough because this is a great signature scent. This is a very gentlemanly scent. You have this beautiful pear up top. And that pear is also wrapped around a little bit of pineapple. It's not a Ventus, okay? It's not a Ventus. If anything, I get more pear than anything. But also you're gonna get some cardamom to add this nice sweetness to it, a nice spicy quality, and a little bit of a green characteristic. And then as those top notes start fading away, this iris, beautiful iris, starts rolling in. It's slightly powdery, it has a nice sweetness to it, a little bit of a creamy quality. And that is blended with a beautiful lavender to add this really nice, sweet, floral, aromatic quality. You also have some leather, some vanilla, and some patchouli. So this is a very gentlemanly fragrance. The leather in it is not loud. If anything, it's quite subdued. It's more like a suede leather. It's soft, it's supple. And then the patchouli is also more woody. And then that vanilla just rounds everything out and creates a beautiful fragrance. In my opinion, Givenchy Gentleman is a very underrated, under the radar type of fragrance. Nobody's talking about it. I'm excited to try Privé. Now you can find this at discounters for stupid cheap, between 50 and under. I highly suggest checking out Fragrancebuy.ca. I'll leave a link down below where you can find all these fragrances, but Givenchy Gentleman would be perfect for the office. But it's not just great for the office, it's also just a dumb reach. It's great casual fragrance, but it can be suited up and dressed up. If you just nailed that interview and you're starting your first day of work, you want to be the best smelling man in the office, definitely check out Givenchy Gentleman. All right. So this next one, I can't believe that I love this fragrance so much because it comes from a musical artist. It comes from one of my favorite artists, and it's coming from Michael Buble, and it's Pour Homme. Michael Buble Pour Homme, $46 for 120 ml. That is crazy cheap for crazy good juice. This actually knocked my socks right off. I was like, are you shitting me? Michael Buble Pour Homme is this good. Never have I ever tried a musical artist's fragrance that smells this good. I'm sure there's plenty out there. If you know of any, let me know. Drop me a comment down below. But Michael Buble Pour Homme, you start out with this really nice grapefruit. You get some lemon. There's also a nice neroli in here, adding a nice orange quality to it, wrapping itself around those citruses. You also get a little bit of a creamy florality from it. And then geranium, which is adding a little bit of like a rosy nuance to it and some watery qualities. But that's not just it. You're also going to get this really nice juicy and spicy ginger. You get some beautiful musks and some really nice woods. Sandalwood, cedar. This thing is spectacular, especially for the price that you can get it for. And it's long lasting. This will make it through your 8-hour workday. Hell, this will make it through your 12-hour workday. You'd probably have to reapply it, but you can leave this in your office. If you're the boss next to your decanter of scotch or brandy or whatever you enjoy imbibing with, spray it on as you like and take the thinking out of stinking. This thing is fantastic. I've never seen this at discounters. I haven't seen this pop up anywhere. You have to order it online, but it's totally worth a whiff and sniff. Michael Buble Pour Homme. Last but not least, this is my favorite office safe fragrance. This is a fragrance I've had more bottles of than any other fragrance. This is the first fragrance I bought for myself back in 1994. And it's Issey Miyake and it's Low DC Pour Homme. I mean, look, my bottle has been through hell and back. But I mean, this is my 11th bottle. I haven't been wearing it as much, but I need to pull this out. Now, this is better for the spring and summertime, but it's perfect for a climate-controlled office. Yuzu, and I love the yuzu in this. Citrus, I love the citrus and the yuzu combo in this. You have some really nice green notes. You're gonna get cypress and green spices like sage and tarragon. There's also cologne in this, which is a nice aquatic note. There's also these beautiful woods and some beautiful musks. There's also tobacco in this and some nice amber, and the amber just adds a perfect amount of sweetness to this. Low DC Pour Homme never gets talked about anymore. Yeah, it's old. It's 27 years old. This is one of my most complimented fragrances, probably because I've worn it the most, but man, there's something to be said about Low DC Pour Homme. It's sad to go into department stores and see this sitting up on the shelf and nobody's sampling it, because this is a gorgeous fragrance. One thing I love about Issey Miyake fragrances is all the ones that I own or that I've tried, they all smell quite unique. They all have a unique personality. And Low DC Pour Homme, when I worked in an office, was one of my go-tos, if not my go-to for office safe fragrances. I've gotten tons of compliments from this. Tons. You can find Low DC Pour Homme at discounters. You can go to the department stores and sample it first and then go find it at discounters. This also pops up at rack stores quite often. If you want to be the best smelling man in the office, then do yourself a favor and check out Low DC Pour Homme. All right, I need to give a quick shout out to Pete Nation, one of my subscribers. He is now going to be working with the United States Postal Service. Congratulations to you, Pete. I'm so pumped up for you. I'm glad that you got that job, man. That is freaking awesome. He actually got laid off not too long ago, and you know, we've talked back and forth, and you know, I bet he's been in my thoughts and he's been in my prayers, and I'm really happy that he got this job. So congratulations to you, Pete. If you own any of these fragrances, definitely rock them to work, especially if you're going to be a postman, which means we'll be working around a lot of people. And I'm going to be honest, I know you're going to be the best smelling man in the mailroom. But that's it, guys. Let me know some of your cheap office safe fragrances. Drop me some suggestions down below for some fragrances that you would like to see on an upcoming list. But that's it for me today, guys. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. If you enjoyed today's content, then do me a favor and like, comment, share, and subscribe. And always remember, you are stinking beautiful. And until next time, happy scent trails.